This is one of probably many videos in this new series, so let's get straight into it. I'm sure many of you think of Vermont as one of many states in the United States of America. It is the 14th and first state to enter the Union after its independence. But before joining the United States, Vermont was its own country for a while. The backstory of the Republic before going independent: the land of Vermont, as we know it as today, was once part of New York, and before that it was New York's. It was with New Hampshire. When it was with New Hampshire, the western part of the state was sparsely populated. When the French was kicked out by the British, the area was getting settled. With the new settlements, the population rose from 300 to around 85,000. With the new population, the governor of New Hampshire built a fort in the new area. So after that, the state of New York wanted this area because the mountain range called the Grants that straddled through Vermont was laid close to New York's capital. In 1964, King George granted Vermont to New York just to settle the disputes between Vermont and New Hampshire. The people who lived there didn't like the decision that the king made, and the people who moved from New York made things a little bit more infuriating. A farmer named Ethan Allen, which moved from Connecticut, didn't like this decision either. Then from there, he founded the Green Mountain Boys, because Vermont's mountains are green, I guess. Then the 13 colonies wanted their share of not being a part of Britain. Then Ethan Allen and some of the Green Mountain Boys led an attack on Quebec City. When Ethan Allen was up there, he was captured and jailed for 3 years. In 1977, with Allen still in prison, delinquents were offered independence with the Green Mountain Boys in the town of Westminster, and finally declared independence. They named their new country the Republic of New Connecticut, with Windsor as their capital. They later changed the name to Vermont because they were thinking of a possible reunification with the United States. From the beginning, in 1977, Vermont was independent during the American Revolutionary War. The citizens of Vermont liked how the U.S. wanted their independence from Britain, so they sent some of their soldiers to help. They helped the U.S. with taking over Fort Ticonderoga. As the 1790s rolled around and the Revolutionary War was coming to an end with the Treaty of Paris, New York thought it would be great if Vermont had statehood, as long as they agreed on some boundaries that they could agree on. Vermont said yes to that. They paid $30,000 to the claims of New York's land patents. After that, on February 18th, 1791, Vermont was admitted to the United States, becoming the 14th and first state to enter the United States. You may think the Vermont Republic is a one and done, a little mark in history, but in current times there is a second independence movement. But it may be difficult because Washington made a law that saying no state in the United States of America can leave the Union. Hopefully you guys liked this new series. If you liked it, or if you have an idea of the next episode of this series, please let me know.